चाहता हूं, जैसे आज तक और अभी तक के परिणाम जो सामने आ गए हैं मोरलेस की, जैसा आपने कहा कि वो सीएम बनेगी और उनकी पार्टी
पावर में इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट हैं तो आप बधाई बहुत जल्दी देते
हैं सर। ये देखिए जो रुख है वो सामने
34 साल से लेफ्ट फ्रंट को बधाई दे रहे थे
सर। जो चीज सामने है, सरकार और व्यापार साथ चलती है, सरकार और व्यापार हमेशा साथ चलती है। और ये चीज आप मान के चले कि हम लोग हमेशा इंडस्ट्री और ये चाहते हैं कि स्टेट का विकास कैसे हो। आज व्यक्तिगत विकास और स्टेट का विकास दो अलग अलग चीजें हैं। आज तक आप ये फोन रिकॉर्ड कह सकते हैं कि संजय बुधिया ने कहीं किसी ने कुछ नहीं लिया। मैं पहले ये बोलना चाहता हूं, तो हैविंग सेड दैट
कुछ दिया किसी को?
जरूर सर, अपना समय और स्टेट के लिए जहां जहां जो सके, क्योंकि अपने वेस्ट बंगाल की सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम, कमिंग बैक टू आवर पॉइंट, आपने देखा अपने वेस्ट बंगाल की सबसे बड़ी बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम है परसेप्शन प्रॉब्लम। और इस परसेप्शन प्रॉब्लम को ठीक करने के लिए पहले भी मैं सीआई का स्टैंडिंग चेयरमैन था, इंडियन चैम्बर का प्रेसिडेंट था। हमने ये ट्राई किया कि कैसे उसको ठीक किया जाए। स्टेट के अंदर क्या क्या खूबियां हैं, खामियां भी हैं। मैं हमेशा बोलता हूं हाफ ग्लास फुल हो या हाफ ग्लास एम्प्टी। तो हाफ ग्लास जो फुल है उसको कैसे हम प्रोजेक्ट करें। आधा ग्लास तो खाली है, तुमको पता ही है।
हमारे पास समय है,
बस एक सवाल
एक आपसे पूछ लो। Of the left is Bengal. If Bengal is lost, then can Marxism survive? Maybe that is a question we should ask Shogutu first.
I have a strong feeling that the CPM will split after this. There has been for a long time a clash between the Bengal line and Kerala line. After the Lok Sabha debacle in 2009, where the left lost 27 out of the 42 seats in West Bengal, the Bengal comrades raised this question at the Central Committee meeting that it was because of Prakash Karat's unilateral decision to withdraw from UPA 1 on the issue of the nuclear deal with the US that the party was in such a position. The Bengal comrades felt that it was a decision which plummeted the CPM into a crisis. It brought the TMC and the Congress together and unleashed.
No, but Shogutu, let's be fair. I mean, Prakash Karat's line might actually be being proven right today because the Congress today is not a very useful ally. The DMK has realized that in Kerala, where UDF was leading by any margin. Just see the results in Parliament. Today, the UDF is behind. It's a shocking turnover. The only place
in Kerala, what I feel is that the recovery of the left has been in the 1 month before the elections.
But
three issues.
Long enough.
You see, for the first
corruption.
For the first time in Indian politics, corruption has become a big issue after 89, when VP Singh won on the Bofors platform. Otherwise, in India, people take it that most politicians are dishonest, so that is not an issue. They vote on the issue of governance, as it is said that on the issue of Bijli Sadak Pani. Just remember, 1 month before the Kerala elections, two things broke. One is the jailing of a Kerala Congress minister on
ice cream parlor.
No. That was Balkrishna Pillai on a corruption issue, and then on a personal corruption issue against Kunhali Kutti, who is the leader of the IUML.
I was calling it ice cream.
Ice cream. It's called the ice cream parlor case. And then Achyutanandan was seen as one battling corruption outside the party and inside his own party against Pinari Vijayan. So this whole thing, what happened in
So it's
Kerala,
not a vote for the party, it's a vote for the chief minister.
It's a vote for Achyutanandan personally. That's what I feel.
Salim, is defeat for the left good for the CPM?
No defeat can be good for the party, but as far as we take lessons, we draw lessons, and that make us more, accepting the lessons of the history we draw. And I think that the CPIM or any Marxist learns from its mistakes and we take lessons, even if we win or lose. So it's better, even with
So which lessons have you drawn immediately?
I think since the last Panchayat election of 2008, 2009 Lok Sabha and then municipal election 2010, there is a series of defeat that we have.
So which lessons have you learnt? You have shown no evidence of having learnt any lesson.
No, I don't think. Don't be so unkind. So we tried to amend.
2 years ago you lost Parliament.
We tried to amend. First of all, we evaluated and accepted. We pinpointed these are the errors and mistakes. We accepted in public, and then we tried to address. But maybe the two years is too early to assess that what have been done.
Will the party split in the next plenum?
I don't think that's a very loud thing. No, the success make people, to go for mind-boggling decisions. So,
it's nothing against whether they stay united. We defeated an united CPM.
MJ, let's
so
quickly
we can
defeat all the wishes of Mr. Rai.
Let's quickly cut across to Didi's residence. We're talking about, of course, losing and trying to learn lessons. Obviously, those lessons haven't been learned, and that is why we are seeing celebrations at Mamata Banerjee's residence already. One question that I definitely want to ask you, Mohammad Salim, is that was there unprovoked violence starting the 2nd of November 2008 when Shalboni incident happened? Can we say that the left started going wrong from there?
I think this is not just all of a sudden, but it's a very pre-planned and in a very well-designed effort. Like you had these armed drops in 1995 December pre-election. So similarly, before the Lok Sabha election, the Maoists are there throughout the country, and the 9 states are affected. But these Maoists for 10 years were active in those places. But after Panchayat election, initial success of the Mahajot, they got into action and they got the logistics and the ground supports. And that's why I think that there's a series of violence. And that violence also triggered a public mobilization under the banner of PCPA. So that's what they could do in the Datewara and next to this Bengal part in West Midnapur, where a popular support also could have been brought in. And the media also tried to project Mr. Kishanji and all as a great revolutionary. That also helped when the question of coming to the law and order question or governance or the failure of the left-front government. So that was projected in a big way that how the things are going out of control. And then police actions subsequently also have alienated a section of the population there against the state government. And then the PCP even organized a huge rally in Bengal, in Calcutta on the eve of the Lok Sabha election. And people saw that thousands of tribals mobilized in the street of Calcutta, and the government could not do anything.
But I just want to say one thing, that we TMC people are victims of violence. Since the Lok Sabha election, according to our count, 351 TMC workers have been killed. Even in the postponed phase, 8 TMC workers have been killed. Remember the Neta incident which took place in the Maoist affected area on 7th January 2011, where 9 villagers, including 4 women, who were TMC supporters, who had protested against a camp set up by CPM goons, were shot to smithereens by the CPM goons, and 18 people injured. The violence has been one-sided. As Mamta very often says, it's a state terrorism, state-backed terrorism.
Let's move. You represent, or you are a member of a very successful industrialist in Bengal. Tell me, after 34 years of being very subservient to the left front, how is the industry taking this switch and this change?
See, industry and government, they work together. And now the whole world is looking towards West Bengal. I would say in terms of international media, and the whole attention is here, and it's the time that we should capture it. And I would go one step further, and we should say that we should coin a word B2B, back to Bengal. It's the time that people who have left Bengal, whether students or engineers, executives or owners or for whatever reason,
me back also.
They should come back. Of course, you are very much from Bengal, so whatever reasons I'm saying, B2B, that should be our slogan. As far as industry is concerned, West Bengal has tremendous potential. I would say in terms of mines, in terms of metals, whether coal, whether iron ore, it's a geographical location, strategic locations. So we need to capture on our strengths. I have been always saying that. Let us see the half glass full instead of looking at half glass empty.
I just wanted to ask one question. As an industrialist, I took a Shingur I took a nano into Shingur recently, and every person that I spoke to in Shingur, they hadn't even seen a nano. They were never opposed to industrialization. They were opposed to the left, they say. Didi took the nano out of Shingur, but they are not against Didi. Everybody wants industrialization. Is Didi good for industry? How can you be so confident?
See, we had many interactions with her since last 2 years after she took over as railway minister, and I would go little far back. Sokotoda would remember in 2007 in Bengal Chamber of Commerce when there was a talk with her. I think very few people went to listen to her. Now there is, of course, huge celebrations and people would be there in the queue.
How many industrialists are queuing up to visit her now?
Of course, everybody, and naturally she is the CM in waiting. The point I am trying to say, we had very fruitful discussions, and the last 3-4 intervals, the kind of the message coming out, she means business, and that's what I'm coming to. That industry either grows or it goes. So now the time when industry should grow, and that confidence.
Sanjay, you are also belong to an industrialist family. I want to ask you, since you're a non-partisan, well, a allegation that has been thrown up. Did the Americans help Mamata Banerjee?
I find that very far-fetched. I think that that kind of an allegation is like you are questioning the Indian voter. Are you questioning the Indian voter?
Very good point.
Right
That's the most
through
effective
Indian democracy,
yeah.
we have proved, be it after emergency, be it after any point of time, it has always been a victory for Indian democracy.
True.
So that is, I don't buy that. You're trying to tell me the Americans control my mind? No way.
This is the allegation that has been put forward by the CPM.
It's just
Muhammad Salim, what do you have to say to your colleagues? To your right.
I think she is right on my right. The question is, it's not the question of bribing voters or influencing voters directly, because we have a very vibrant democracy that we celebrate. After whoever wins or loses, always I used to say that we enjoy. Though it's a very, sometimes it's a very chaotic, you see in parliament and in assemblies, but the democracy is at work in the entire this region in India. But then you have in international players active, influencing the intellectual's mind, influencing the media, the business, as business also influences. So now it's a globalized economy. You have business interest. You have business interest.
So the Americans have bought me also.
I know. You know, we also
Do you think the CPM has become the Communist Party of Tripura?
Almost like that. The CPM is actually receding. They should have seen the writing on the wall in the 2009 Lok Sabha election. They did not. They are constantly saying that we will turn around. Even yesterday, Biman Bose gave a statement that we are going to win, we are going to form a government. It's the media which has been bought and which is publishing all sorts of bogus exit polls. That was their attitude yesterday. During these elections, you will notice, MJ, from newspaper report, CPM did try to bring in this question of foreign complicity. They quoted on WikiLeaks leak from the Consul General of USA in Calcutta, where apparently she had said that Mamata Banerjee is at least, or her party is at least more pro-America than the CPM, so you should cultivate her. She didn't say that we have succeeded in cultivating her, we should cultivate her. That was splashed in a big way by the CPM.
That is the job of a diplomat.
That was the, but in a big way they said, look here, they couldn't understand even the meaning of cultivate, what it meant, so they said that, see, there is a foreign complicity. The Kim Devi incident is 16 years old. The CBI went into it. And the CPM went to town on the basis of some statements by some accused people who ought to stand trial and go to jail. On the basis of that, they went to town. One of their ministers, who is possibly losing, went to town with allegations of black money being used by TMC. Look, where the West
Where is
Bengal
Anandamarg now, by the way?
Anandamarg still has headquarters somewhere on the Eastern Metropolitan, Eastern Metropolitan, on the
together with the intellectuals and the Anandamarg leaders publishing the election documents, campaign materials. But I'm saying Anandamarg is an international organization. They are active here in the rest of the country also. Okay. There are similarly fundamentalist organizations.
I think
there
you
are
had
other
a question
also.
You had a question.